yeah, he's in good shape. The mindset you heard from him today is in a good place. He's up against a very lively opponent, 18 wins, 30 knockouts, only the one loss. And that's what you really need when you want to step up into the heavyweight division. Someone who across the way from you, looked a bit bigger than Lawrence, has that little bit of fear factor about him, can punch, and that's what you want from Lawrence. It's no point coming to the heavyweights and not really having the fear or the nerves or the energy going around you. And I think Lawrence will have that on the night, and that's where we'll see the best Lawrence.
Heavyweights is certainly a division where you don't have to make the limit, of course, but you can be way up there in terms of the weight there. What weight will Lawrence be at, can you say, and how much of a factor do you think that will be?
Yeah, no problem. Lawrence's best performing weight up to now that we've had him in the gym and sparring has always been around the 17 stone mark, 17.2 mark. So that's where Lawrence may be, a couple of pounds maybe more, but in and around that weight, that's where he's been good. Good feet, good energy, good punching, good punch output. And I think that's the weight in and around that best suits Lawrence Okolie.
Would it be fair to say that Lawrence, cruiserweight level and bridgeweight level, the power was shown there, but heavyweight, it might not be as big of a factor. You'd have to show his boxing skills as well too. That will see him through to victories, not just the power, but the boxing as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like I say, I feel Lawrence is Lawrence. Obviously, he spoke about his power and that, but there's so much more for it. He's coming on. There's certain old school fighters that were watching, were studying fights, things, and it's still an education for him. I just say the heavyweight division is a different division than most divisions in world boxing, and you're ranging from fighting fighters from 16 stone up to 20 stone. Some are big, strong, use the weight. Some have got a good boxing IQ. Some are fleet-footed. So you really do have to have a whole set of tools to deal with each heavyweight. But Lawrence is an Olympian and he's got good boxing experience as an amateur, and we need to bring some of them qualities back into his heavyweight campaign.
Let's get some updates from the gym. You've told me that you've got some trouble in the form of Nelvy, heavyweight that you're working with. How good can Nelvy be?
Oh, Nelv is over from Germany at the moment. We're doing a little bit of work together. Yeah, he's a very exciting fighter. He got a bronze medal at the Olympics, lost to Jollilov, who's at the 17-0 heavyweight. And there's something there that just really grinds with me. You've got a pro there, 17-0, and he was in the heavyweights final. It's like, you're pro, why did you leave it? You denied other fighters, never especially a chance of winning an Olympic gold medal. But that's by no means. He's a good fighter. He's well known. I think that some people don't really know he's beat Fraser Clark as amateur, beat Delicious Ore twice, beating some really good fighters. So he's one to watch, and he's come over doing a bit of work, and we'll see what the future holds.
Jack Massey, how is he, and when is he likely next to be out?
Yeah, Jack's all loved up. He's just come back from the honeymoon from the Maldives after his fight with Jai Opetaia, who's a class fighter. I knew we'd see the best Jai Opetaia in that fight. After his fight beforehand, he brought his dad back on board, and he's a really good fighter. And like I said to Jack afterwards, there's world champions and then there's world champions. You talk about your New Age, your Canelos, your Lomachenkos, Usyks, are your world champions, elite world champions. And I'd start, say, Opetaia in that type of class of a fighter as well. So there's no shame in that.
Natasha Jonas, when's her date? Has she got a date?
$1 million question. Last time out she was in January. She was due to her 40th this year before her 40th birthday in June. That hasn't really happened. Then she was told there was a date in September, October. She's been in the gym all year. And the poor girl, now we're in November and we've still got no date. And here we are, and a world champion, 40 years of age, and she's just been like, I try and say to Tasha, it's like a horse that's just won the Grand National and you go and lock it up for a year. Then you expect it to come out and perform as good as you did in the Grand National without any meetings or any races before it. And no, there's not nothing at the moment. There's been talks of fighting Hazaban. That fight's been agreed, and that's the fight we've been told we were fighting for the last 3, 4, 5 months. It hasn't happened yet, and we're just waiting and see. And it's a shame really, because I think there's a real good little series there of Natasha versus Habazan for them two fighters, and Lauren Price versus Michaela Mayer for the other two fighters. Obviously Natasha beat Michaela, would love that rematch, but I just think the winner of Lauren Price, who listen, she's a world champion, but yet to have a big name, while we fought Habazan, if she fights Michaela Mayer, the winner of that fight, then the winner fights the winner of Natasha and Habazan, and then Tasha beat Lauren, or Natasha versus Michaela Mayer, the rematch. It's such a bigger and a better fight. I don't think them people seem to be seeing it the same way that I am. So listen, we'll wait and see what happens with Tasha, but Tasha knows, and I've asked her for the last 3 or 4 months just to retire now, finish with the sport. You don't need to be doing this no more. You've achieved everything you need to achieve, and he's got a good job with Sky, and just hang up your gloves and walk away. The way you're being treated and disrespected in the last 11 months is shocking, to be fair.
Strong words, Joe. I appreciate you giving me that insight.
It's not strong. I think if I said to anybody, she fought in January, and you asked the people who are involved, why is your world champion, who's boxer of the year last year, not had a fight all year, and we're in the month of November? That's a terrible way to treat somebody, any champion, male or female.
Fair enough. I completely understand your point of view. I want to get your point of view as well too. I'm not saying I don't disagree with it.
I find people very hard to disagree with that anyway.
Yeah, I agree with you, Joe. I want to get your thoughts though on the latest breaking development regarding Conor Benn. He's put out a statement last night. It says that he's cleared to fight, cleared of any wrongdoing. UKAD have since put out their own statement to say that they're going to consider their position here. What do you make of that statement, and what do you make of the current situation regarding Conor Benn?
Oh, so as far as I was unaware of the UKAD one. What I was aware of, Conor had put his on, and was it the National Doping Panel? Yeah, someone else has just come into the stream. So that's their saying, but I hadn't heard from the board, or I hadn't heard from UKAD. So
the board have also said that they're considering their position. Not much in the statement. It's just I've just been given that as well, but.
Okay. So the thing is it's quite complex really, because you're thinking to yourself then, well, if they're saying that Conor Benn's done no wrongdoing, well, I'm sure Conor Benn and team have got to start looking to be suing people. There's an awful lot of money lost in the last 2 years. Some people say, has Conor Benn allegedly served a silent ban, because it's conveniently run out for 2 years now, and now they're saying there's anything. So I think people are being very careful in what they're doing and what they aren't doing, and listen, we'll soon see how it comes out in the watch. But for Conor Benn to say that he's been found of doing no wrong, then I expect the natural reaction for him, his team and everyone else to be going after everyone that's lost in money over the last 2 years.
Do you feel that more information needs to come out from Conor Benn's side, not just to put the statement out to say that we've been cleared of any wrongdoing, but give the reasons as to why this was the failed test happened in the first place?
Yeah, well listen, that's Conor Benn's side of it, but the people who are in charge of this, whether it's British Border Control or UKAD, VADA, whoever, they're the ones that have got the evidence of a failed test. There's, I don't know, was the B sample done?
I don't think we got information as to the B sample.
Yeah, so we were all waiting on, was the B sample done? So if there was 2 samples, A and the B sample are done, then UKAD and National Doping were right to suspend him and banning them. But if there wasn't, why is it took 2 years then? Because when everyone could resolve it by doing a B sample, and that hasn't happened. So yeah, it's the powers that be, UKAD. If UKAD had got to admit, yeah, he's cleared to box, so he did no wrongdoing, the wording of it, they've got to leave themselves to being sued then. So did he fail or not?